done with.
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what? Why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
Then why the would you be in this competition? Bone face.
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
What? What did he say? Go yourself, you.
Would you rather have the brand new PS5 or a weekend with these three lovely ladies and you do anything you want with them?
Wait, anything with them?
Like anything.
A whole weekend?
A whole weekend.
Damn, but the PS5 though, like it just dropped.
I know.
Ah, damn, y'all beautiful though, but
Hold on, what'd you say?
PS5 or us?
Oh,
bro, y'all beautiful, but I had a PlayStation 4 for 4 years, but I need a PS5.
Oh, God.
My nigga.
Y'all, so this dude came in my DM yesterday. He was like, "You're pretty, I'm trying to get to know you." He literally sent me $1,000 just to get to know me. And y'all literally sit here and think I'm gonna get to know y'all for free when somebody just paid me $1K for him to get to know me? Be so for real.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
Would you feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
Probably not. No.
You would not feel comfortable, and I'll tell you why. That's because in your heart of hearts, in your soul, if you still got one, you know it's wrong. That's your work. In my work, if my mother consumed my work, I'd be thankful and pleased that she took an interest in my work and supported my work. If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed because you know what you're doing is wrong and the product of what you're doing is bad.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I got a question for you. Do you have car insurance?
100%. No reason.
All right. Do you have homeowners insurance?
100%.
Do you have life insurance?
100%.
Do you have medical insurance?
100%.
Did you get tired of your insurance agent talking about the possibilities of you losing your life and being rewarded? Hold on for a second. I know, but don't be a butt person. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. You have insurances. Although it's a very uncomfortable situation, and life insurance people who sell it tend to be scumbags. They tend to be looked at as scumbags, like, I don't want to have this conversation about me dying, but you surely will die. So you better have the conversation. The reality is, yes, it's a very tough conversation. I have to spend a lot of time talking about it. It's very difficult. However, there needs to be some insurance, and there's no insurance, and so we must talk about it.
He ain't lying.
What's up, y'all? It's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. So, yo, we got a few people in the chat, you know. Jay Flo comes through. He says, salute Cali West. I appreciate you, G. He says, do you have an iron for that suit? You talking about Hafize's leisure suit? That nigga need a he need more than an iron. He need a tailor, bruh. For real, bruh.
Emotional damage.
17th and says, keep up the good work. Van Hunt is all. He said, keep up the good work. Van Hunt is all I gotta say. Yo, man, that boy. He gone out bad.
Here we go.
He gone out real bad. Extra Pro says salute. He also says like, share, subscribe, Cash App, $, Cali West 1. Salute. Come on, press that like button. You know what I'm saying? Anyone on the Facebook side, come on the YouTube side of things. Anybody on the X, come to the YouTube side of things. I appreciate y'all for real. EXO, J Flow says what's up to EXO Pro, and 17th and Noah says salute. All right, y'all, we about to kick this off and start talking about shit. You feel me? So I don't know if y'all heard, but essentially Halle Berry. I mean, see, I'm so used to this Haley Bailey bitch coming around that she's fucking up the name. Halle Berry. So, Halle Berry, she's a chick that we all grown to love. You know what I'm saying? We all had a crush on her, Shit. Most of us probably still think that she's attractive. But what we're not going to do, you know what I'm saying? What we're not going to do is we're not going to act like she's not a Jezebel, act like she wasn't getting throttled by Billy Bob Thornton. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say that was not real. But guess what? Someone will have to show me that raw footage. Show me that raw footage that Billy Bob Thornton was not penetrating her in front of them cameras. Y'all got to prove that to me. If not, man, look, I don't want to hear that shit. As far as I'm concerned, Halle Berry made the first porno that was able to hit the big screens. Straight up, bro. And when Eric Benet divorced her behind it, or he cheated on her behind it, this Ninja Van Hunt is trying to wife the bitch.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
17th and 0 says at Cali West, at J Flow, and XL Pro. Salute. So yeah, man, this chick Halle Berry been throttled. She been all around Hollywood, getting fucked on. And look, I'm a 45-year-old man. If I was to go get with a chick, and let's just say she was a little bit like, she was about my age. I mean, let's just be real. I would have, if I want to really be with her, I would have to accept some type of bullshit or some type of baggage. Okay. And that's something that, I decided that, you know what, fuck, I'm going to take a risk. I like this bitch. Yeah, I might be taking a chance. She might fuck up my life, but hey. But yo, this dude Van Hunt, it's one thing if he says, okay, you know what, I'm not going to care about her body count because, hey, you know what I'm saying, everyone has a past. But when Van Hunt was the only dude who was taking her seriously and got with her, and he's like parading around concerts and shit, and he's all going to black ties affairs and all this shit with her and all that, right? This bitch, as soon as she got a chance to be by herself, she went and kissed Adrien Brody. Talk about she trying to remake the 2003 Kiss. Bitch, you ain't shit, bruh. Like, yo. One thing, fellas, once a hoe, always a hoe, bro.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
Yo, there's no rehabilitation. Like, yo, this dude, this sucker ninja asked this chick to marry him after she done kissed another dude on her fucking Oscars red carpet. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
It's an evil world we live in.
My brother Lauren Racing comes through and he says, emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Yo, man, this dude must be a broken
Emotional damage.
Cause yo, what? Like, look, okay. He with Halle Berry, fine. He wanna fuck her, fuck on her. You're a jazz musician. Okay, I get it. You wanna smoke some weed with her and throttle her out, hit her from the back like Billy Bob Thornton did, even though you got it essentially 20 years later. But fine, you want to bask into it. You got a little bit of a fetish of Halle Berry. She's eye candy, for an older chick, for an older chick, she does look very, very good. I get that. But you're going to go wife the bitch after she fucking kissed another dude on your motherfucking time, bro? What the fuck is your problem, bro? Like, this is why us black men get no respect, bro. Because we're willing to take this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look, Halle Berry is the type of chick that, fine. Van Hunt, you want to be a sucker ass ninja, you want to go get with her because you think that's the best chick you get, fine. But Halle Berry is the type of chick that you get with at your older age. You don't marry her or try to fucking pay for no in virtual fertilization or anything like that. You and her, y'all both just turns into some swingers because look, she done been throttled by all of Hollywood. Might as well might as well just become swingers and just go ahead and just have an open relationship. But why the fuck would you go and marry and settle down with this bitch? And this bitch look like she basically don't want to settle down with your ass because basically she ain't trying to lose the little bit of money that she still has.
Holy Jesus.
Bruh.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
So I do want to read an article and how the media is portraying it, because that's very important how people portray it, like how these normies are portraying, right? But they put a whole little twist to it or whatever. But basically, Halle Berry just don't feel like he good enough to marry, because if he was, let's just say, I don't know, Idris Elba, if he was shit, I don't know. If it was anybody but Van Hunt, bro, she probably would have said yes. I had to say this, I'm not trying to shit on Van Hunt, but she probably would have fucking said yes, bro. But now, yeah. Look, here's the thing. Look, I honestly believe when a woman says no to a proposal, the relationship is over, bro. Over. I mean, like I said, at this point, the bitch want to say, okay, fine, I don't want to get married. Baby, we should just become swingers, and when we get sick of each other, we just both go our separate ways or something. Like, the fuck? I don't know. And then, I don't know, like, did he make this public? Like, why? Like, how do we know that he proposed to her, and why do we know that she declined him? Like, that's a lot of information, bro. J Flo says Halle paying child support. Hey, if I'm not mistaken, she's paying alimony too, bro. So this article says Van Hunt proposed to Halle Berry after 5 years of dating her. Surprising response. Bruh, he been dating her for fucking 5 years, bruh.
This is a sick Negro.
Man, let me just show y'all this picture of this fucking big fat trick, bruh. Fucking big fat trick. Now, he ain't even a trick. He just a goofy. He just a goofy, bruh. Because if he was a trick, she probably would have married his ass, bruh. Let me show you this article. Let's just see how this ninja look. Look. This nigga, goof troop ass nigga, bruh. Look. I ain't trying to talk shit about him, man. Look at this goof troop ass nigga. This nigga all smiling. He happy there. Look. He the happiest man in the world for this bitch. And Halle Berry look good, but she look a little worn, though. Like I said, I'll take her down. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll give her a, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'll probably give her the raw dick too, but am I gonna fucking marry the bitch? Like, marry her? You mean like pay for her food and her living?
Nope.
Bruh. Hell no. Hell no.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
Bruh, I would have rolled that relationship for the longest. And look, and if I did deal with Halle Berry serious, Halle Berry's gonna understand that I'm gonna have some. Look, I'm gonna have some other women. Look, hey, I don't know what you're gonna be doing, but I know what I'm gonna be doing. Man, bro, that bitch's like 60 years old, bro. You gonna marry her at 60 years old? Get the fuck out of here, bro. J Flo says that's a win-win. It would have to be. Because why am I going to be serious with an older broad? I'm sorry. With an older broad who got railed on film. She done turned around. I've been with her for 5 years. I've been the only one taking her serious. And she could go kiss some white boy at the damn Oscars, bruh. While she's fucking with me, bruh. What? What the dude? This don't even fucking I swore I was hoping that he was gonna dump her, bro. This nigga done fucking wanted to marry up the bitch, bro. Supreme Bree says Cali West Miami. I wouldn't be surprised if he never got the pussy. Oh, what?
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Man, you know what? Look, until we hear otherwise, and look, maybe I'll be wrong. I feel like he got the poom poom. I feel like he got the poom poom. It's not that I don't think that he got the poom poom. But here's the thing. I feel like he got the poom poom, but he done got the poom poom after Wesley Snipes. Not Dallas Austin. I forgot who she did. She did a few baseball players, a couple baseball players. Shit, between Wesley Snipes, Eric Benet, Billy Bob Thornton. Shit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, that pussy ain't, I ain't to say this, but, you know, Halle Berry's name is probably more so than that pussy, bro. Let's just be real, bro. But, yo, I mean, look, she probably got some good poom poom. I don't know, but this nigga is a sucker. I don't give a fuck. Like, how good her pussy be to the point that this ninja fucked around and want to marry her? J-Flo said it was A-Rod. All right. Oh, she got with A-Rod, but remember, she dated another baseball player back in the day. Remember? Y'all remember? She dated some baseball player. It was A-Rod. You know what I was thinking? Because I forgot J-Lo was married to A-Rod. Yeah. Aaron Rodriguez. Bruh, yo. Dude, this is looking too crazy, bruh. This is fucking crazy. This is crazy insane. That this dude. So after Alex Rodriguez beat it all up to be damned in the early 90s, bruh. Wesley Snipes was supposed to be smashing her and beating her up. Who else? I forgot who else she dated. She dated somebody else too. There's some other brother that she dated, but she dated a long list of men, dude. And he's gonna try to marry her up. My brother Lion Raw Racing says, what the hell, Beyonce? I don't know, bro. I don't know what, dude. I mean, goddamn, look. If you want to go play with her and chill with her and call her his girlfriend, look, at this point in my time, look, I just kind of look at this. And you know what I'm saying? Look, if you want to say the bitch is your girlfriend, fine. The bitch is your girlfriend, but you don't go fucking try to marry the bitch. You can't make an honest woman out of a hood rat, bro. And Halle Berry is not necessarily a hood rat, but she's definitely a fucking 304. Now, Billy Bob hit it the same night her baby daddy Diddy got electrocuted. Facts. Hey, yo, that was one of the dumbest things I just never understood about that motherfucking movie. Like, you feel me? That just was dumb as fuck, bro. Like, okay, so you telling me her baby daddy died. And no. Yo, no. Supreme B, no. Supreme B. Billy Bob Thornton hit it the night her son died, bruh. Her son died. Remember her son got hit by a car when he was walking on the street?
This is a sick Negro.
Her son died. They went to the hospital. Her son died. They came back home and started drinking little bottle shots, and he fucked her, bro. And he fucked her. He fucked the bitch. He fucked the bitch after her son died, bro.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Oh. Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read it.
You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
And yo, she had got an Oscar for that movie, bro. Hey, and you know why they gave her an Oscar? The script was whack as fuck. They gave her an Oscar because she was willing to get fucked on tape. And they was willing to show it. And guess what? That movie sold not because it was a good movie, but because Halle Berry, the fucking finest woman ever, or one of the finest women, was getting fucked and bucked, bruh. Jammed and rammed, you know what I'm saying?
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time. Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed over that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and rammed.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
Now, yo, 17, yeah. Oh, so it was David Justice that she was married to. Was she married? I think she was married to David Justice, wasn't she? David Justice, Christopher Williams. See, I know I wasn't tripping. I told you she dated a couple of baseball players. I knew it. You know what I'm saying? My memory getting bad, but it ain't that bad now. Now, yo, actually, no lie, I got a great memory. Well, for the important shit, that is. But yeah, man. 17-year-old then says Halle Berry don't mind paying 2 white boys alimony and child support, but she'll be damned if she end up paying a ninja. Well, I mean, there's some truth to that. But I must say, she might not have that much money to even go around to the point that she couldn't even pay any more ninjas. So at this point, that's why she's like, you know what, let me not even get married because I don't have any more money. And plus, you know, she done burned, you know, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Especially, you know, she done burned her hands a few times. She ain't gonna make that, if it was another white boy, she ain't gonna make that, I don't think she's gonna make that, like, hopefully she's smart enough to make that mistake 3 times. But guess what? She is a woman, so it could happen. There's a charm for them, right? J Flo says, try to be number 1. No doubt. She got the Oscar for getting Oscar Mayer on camera. Facts. All the way facts. Hey man, like that looked like real sex too, bro. That looked like real fucking sex too, bro. For real.
Holy Jesus. What is that?
Yeah, but she got an amazing body, no lie. And then she cried over the Grammy. That even made it even worse too. Like fake crying because you got bent over. Okay. Supreme Beast says Halle was fucking like Ava Devine that night. Oh yeah. She got down, bro. Halle Berry got down. Like that's why, yo, you cannot convince me that they did not have sex for real. You had to show me. You had to show me where he had on like something like some type of, I don't know, some type of Iron Maiden, some type of, you know, some type of metal draws and block him from putting his penile all up in that female. Now, 17-0 says she got more bread than Van Hunt, so she getting that ASAP Rocky or Stedman money, man pet treatment. Facts. I agree. Yo, I do not disagree with anything that you're saying. No doubt at all. I don't disagree with you. I totally agree with you. I believe that you're right. And you got said too, this bitch Halle Berry is batshit crazy too, man. This bitch is batshit crazy. Patrick says salute Callie and the chat. I appreciate you for tuning in, G. J Flo says salute at Patrick. Yeah, man. We didn't hear just talking shit about this Halle Berry chick, man. Like she got with this dude. Oh, so let me give you all the details. It says need to know on People magazine. Well, it's not. I guess I don't know. Did they still have a magazine? But it's people.com. It says Manhunt said he's already proposed to his girlfriend Halle Berry. So the couple have been dating for 5 years and are not engaged because Halle Berry doesn't feel the need to get married to validate their love, she told today.com. Oh, however, Berry said that they will tie the knot someday soon. Hey, she basically made that nigga the that's you guy, bruh. She was like, when I get old and I know Adrien Brody ain't gonna circle the block and fuck me one more time, you know what I'm saying? Like he fucked me after the Oscars in 2003. I gotta hold out to see if I can get somebody else better than you.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Oh, she playing this nigga like a game of Sega, bro. She playing that nigga like, I'll be damned if some bitch. I ain't never proposed to a woman, but I'll be damned if a bitch fucking turn down my promotion. Turn down my proposal. I ain't gonna lie though, I have been proposed to, and I ain't gonna lie, I've been proposed to, and I said, hell no. I was even fronting, bro. I was like, hell no.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Cause me and that bitch wasn't even on it like that. Like, you want to get married, bitch? You fucking crazy? Like, bitch, you must be out your ragged ass mind. So now, it says, let's see here. It says the rings in Halle Berry's court. The 58-year-old Oscar winner's boyfriend, 5 years, Bob Hunt, revealed that to Today.com that he has already popped the question. Oh, so his dumbass told on himself.
Silence, you funny fool! I've had it with your whining and bumbling.
I put out a proposal and it's still on, as you can see, he told the website after having his first joint interview with Berry on June 4th on an episode of Today with Jenna and Friends. It's just out here floating, you know, maybe you can encourage her.
This is a sick Negro.
Yo, he's definitely going to be Simp of the Year, bro. Like this dude, I think he definitely might be the Simp of the Year, bro. Like, look, hands down, bro. Hands down, G. He is definitely the Simp of the Year, bro. He gotta be, bro. He gotta be. Oh my God. Look at this goofy ass nigga. Oh, goof ass nigga.
Oh, hi. How are you? Oh, see you. What? You brought flowers.
Hi, baby.
Can I share these with Jenna?
Yes.
Do you want to go sit with your man? I don't want to leave him all over there by himself. Over here.
Hold up. This whole goof ass ninja, bro. Goof ass ninja, bro.
Oh, hi. How are you? Oh, see you. What? You brought flowers.
Hi, baby.
Can I share these with Jenna?
Yes.
Do you want to go sit with your man? I don't want to leave him all over there by himself.
Yo, hold up. My ninja got a beret on his head, bro. Monsieur, oh, I am from France. Oh, comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous? I am Pepe Le Pew. This nigga, goddamn.
Here.
We're going to share these with you.
Okay, look at the peony season. How beautiful.
I know.
Man, thank you so much for being here. Come on out. Man.
Bruh. Yo.
Other women got in their feelings, and was it right for her to be in her bed talking about spinning with her man? Yes. And they were saying, and should she be talking about that on Mother's Day? Shouldn't she be with her kids somewhere? First of all, it's not Kids Day. It's called Mother's Day.
Yes, it is.
Kids.
No, okay, I don't want to hear what the fuck you got to say. So, I guess what they want you to do, fellas, I guess what they want you to do, I guess they want us to go watch the real show, which you can, and maybe I should have, but, you know what I'm saying, I just kind of felt like the story was in the fact that this ninja is fucking simping over his bitch, bro. Like, why? Oh boy, this boy is down bad, boy. Down bad. Yo, down bad, bro. But yeah, but look at it. Look at this dude, man. I ain't trying to diss, man. Look, yo, I ain't trying to be, judging no dudes, but bro, come on now. Bro. Van Hunt, I don't know, man. She can't remember. She says, "Happy birthday, Van Hunt. It's amazing how you walked into my life. I can't remember living without you. Here's to many more love." Look at the comment section. It says, "Hate her. God, I love this woman, so I'm happy for this woman." Okay, yeah. Dave Justice dodged the bullet. Hi, here we go, y'all. Hey, bro, I think Halle Berry likes being married to white men. She gets pregnant by and assaulted by, and then take the kids and houses. She pays them child support and alimony, and then fucks the black again. But good luck, bro. Halle, I've always loved and admired you. Look, Halle, I don't know you, but you seem to be among the best of humanity. Okay, enjoy it as it is. After 5 years, there's a pause for a reason. Uh-oh. Ooh, hot fire. Hey, yo, these people ain't playing with the fact that she turned down his marriage proposal, bro. I'm surprised more people ain't talking about this shit either. I'm surprised I'm the only motherfucker. Y'all got a struggle YouTuber, only one talk about it. People gonna start talking about it eventually. Shit. 17 then says she got all the movie parts for getting tossed on the casting couch, and then producers laughed at her and bragged about it when she passed them at the Lakers game when she ignored them after she made it. Yeah, that was a discussion. As a matter of fact, I think I might have covered that, but only loose. I didn't cover it as a main event or anything, but I think I did actually mention that before. I mentioned the fact that, these dudes brag about how they smashed her. But I remember that. I totally remember that. 17th and says she playing him like Madden. Man, shit. She playing him like Nintendo at this point, bro. Shit, she playing this ninja like Tecmo Ball. She playing him like Mario Kart, my boy. 17th and says nobody beats Travis Hunter or Offset. Well, you know what? That's because the stakes are high. But you know what? They all are equally Sims, though. That is kind of true, though. Travis Hunter, because he's gonna get raked over coals, bro. Yeah, he might. Offset, I don't know. We're gonna see after this case if he gets this child support and this alimony, he might have made the right decision. Now, Patrick Six said, "Damn, that's my boy Van Hunt. That record in hell was my shit 20 years ago. LOL. Damn. I don't really know anything about Van Hunt." Brody Honest Good Breast says, "Salute Cali West." Salute my G. Yo, do you see this fucking beret hat wearing ass ninja on my screen, bro? This ninja will fucking get played like Sega, bro. Getting played like a game of Nintendo, bro. And this fool acting like he did something. I mean, I ain't gonna say Halle Berry is fine as hell, but come on now, man. Like, yo, okay, all right, you my boo or whatever, but that's about it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You know, shit. Shoot, man. I don't. Brutally honest, good rest said Atari Rex. Atari acting like for real. Like this is all like easy, dude. She playing them easily, bro. And dude, I didn't know he was with her for 5 years though. Time go by fast, man. 5 years? They've been together for 5 years, and she has the audacity to turn him down. And J Flo said raspberry beret, right? And he got different colored berets too. He must really like berets. Now, Brody Honest says Travis a simp MVP. You know what? Look, all right. You know why I will say that Van Hunt is even worse than Travis Hunter? Because Travis Hunter, he's single mother raised and he's a young man. Van Hunt is like a grown ass man, dude. Van Hunt probably old enough to be my daddy. Shit. Brutally Honest says real quick. And then 17 now says Calico Vision. Mm-hmm. Yeah, these motherfuckers is hell, man. This shit is insane that he would even fucking go and get with her like that. Like I said, like, you know, would I be smashing her? Yeah, I'll probably be going around with her too, but am I gonna wife her up? I don't know, man. I just kind of feel like at this point, I just kind of feel like, bro, you just went so far in the game. Why I gotta go? I probably wouldn't even make her my girlfriend, bro. Like, you know, I don't know. I mean, go figure. No lie, it probably is helping him being connected to her. But am I gonna wife you and marry you and that's my wife? Fuck no, man. Come on, man. Brutally Honest is very true, but them old ninjas are the worst historically. That is true. But I would just think, like, I don't know, like, you're right. But goddamn, I would just think, like, you know, so you will learn something, like, you know, like, you try to marry this bitch, like, I don't know. I just kind of feel like, too, and another thing is, too, like, I just kind of feel like you're on a whole strategy, like, you know, even before you marry, even before you propose to somebody, don't you have a discussion? I mean, I never proposed to anyone. I've been proposed to before, but aren't you supposed to have like a discussion about marriage, or like, do you see yourself getting married one day? Do you want to have kids? Isn't that how the talk is supposed to go? Like, how would you, like, she shouldn't even be blindsided by the fact that you proposed to her, and you shouldn't be blindsided with the fact that she was going to say no. Like, I don't fucking get this. Like, are y'all adults or y'all fucking kids, man? Like, Halle Berry, 58. Is Van Hunt younger than her? They must be about the same goddamn age. Why the fuck they both acting like some goddamn children? That shit's fucking insane, bro. Fucking insane, bro. Fucking insane. What else? Man, look, at this point, I think we done killed this Halle Berry situation. I mean, at this point, there ain't nothing to say. We all in agreement that, you know what I'm saying, that she shouldn't be choosy. But guess what? Do you know a lot of women are going to be uplifted to feel that they don't have to go get married? Like, this is just going to open a can of worms. Because, do you hear what I saying that they said on that People article? I don't know if I showed y'all say it, but one of the little staples that the lady said is, she said that they made sure that they put that sentence by itself on this article. It says, the rings in Halle Berry's court. So now they're saying that old bitches could basically even old bitches could put off marriage. Hey, y'all, this shit ain't coming back, bro. Yo, this shit ain't coming back. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I still, to this day, I'll still die on this hill that I'll say that red pill ain't dead. But guess what? These bitches don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about this red pill shit. Look, it's to the point that I almost kind of feel like, you know, the fact that we've been talking about this shit almost made them bitches even more confident about being sluts, bro.
You got a girl. Drop her.
You got a good one, keep her. If not, dump that bitch. Now, Brutally Honest says something is wrong with her fish hole, I guarantee you. Yeah, well, yeah. But that's the thing. There's probably a little bit more. But dude, and you're so crazy too, because I think she said that she had like a little STD scare like recently too, and all that. Like, bitch, this bitch is reckless. And look, and then look, good bread. She kissed the white man, Adrien Brody, the dude from fucking King Kong. She kissed the dude from King Kong and Predators, fucking like no more than 2-3 months ago, Banji. Like, yo, this dude is fucking dude. Look, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of was hoping that he was gonna dump her, but something told me he was gonna dump her. Like, I mean, the fact that he even fucking got with her in the first place says a lot about her, right? Hey, they say you can tell a lot by You can tell a lot by, you can tell a lot by, a woman a man chooses, right? Shit. 17 to 0 says simping ain't just an old ninjas game. Explain Travis and Zion Williamson. Equal opportunity simping. Facts. Facts. But it is true. Look, a lot of that simping does come from the old heads. It is rooted from the old heads. But I'll argue that it mainly comes from weak mothers or mothers who want to produce weak sons. Who, weak mothers who decided that they didn't want the father around. Jane Flo says hope is a hell of a drug. Facts. Brutally honest, Good Bread is amazing. Yeah, this motherfucker simp all sims, bruh. Sims of all sims on Good Bread. J Flo says the brutalist. Yo, man, this shit crazy, boy. This shit fucking crazy. And then look, because here's the thing, him, turning down this proposal and still kind of being with her, that's just gonna uplift and just make black women just still stick to the bad behavior. But shit, I date all type of races, so I don't give a fuck what black women do at this point. But look what black women are trying to talk about now. From what I heard, this woman is a squirreler. But look what she got to say to y'all, black men.
Like this, but I'm saying it. Y'all can say I'm a hypocrite. Y'all can say you can't talk, blase, blase, blase. In this country, the way it is set up, okay, black men need to be with black women. If you are dating exclusively white women, you need to go to therapy, okay, and unpack that self-hatred that you got, okay? And all the rhetoric I hear about black women are this, black women are that, I don't want to hear it. It's bullshit. There are plenty of black women. Do you know how often black women seek out a man that's not black? Do you? Do you know how often black women seek out men that are not black? Even in this day and age when they very much should be. They should just be like, you know what? And go get something else. If we lived in a perfect world where racism and Jim Crow laws and racism didn't exist, I wouldn't give a fuck. Because then love could be love. But at this, where we are right now, I heard this. Deontay Kyle, said it, but I heard it before I heard him say it. You have a low racial self-esteem. It should be an honor to be with a black woman. It should be a privilege to be with a black woman. It should be standard. It should be traditional to be with a black woman. For black men. And I know y'all gonna be like, oh, but Amber, I was lost in the sauce. I did not know no better. And I always take it. I always go, you know what? You're right. I did it wrong. I did not do what I am preaching to do right now. I did not do that. I know better now. When you know better, you do better. And there's not a man right now that's better suited for me than a man that is black. Just like me.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Brutally honest says simping ain't easy. It sure isn't. It sure isn't. It takes a lot of hard work and a lot of stress too. You can die earlier from stress. Brutally honest Good Bread says the bald-headed the bald-headed cockroach with a wig on. Sheesh. J Flo says watch your kid. Facts. Brutally honest says so you can talk so you can tear him down. Facts. Exactly. And you know what's crazy too? Here's the thing. She basically alluded to what she did wrong, but guess what? Women cannot bring themselves to admit what they did wrong. Even when they believe that they did something wrong, like she said, I was lost. No, you wasn't lost in the sauce. You were wrong. And here's nothing to y'all. We all know here in the Righteous Spirit, we're all about interracial dating here. I mean, I'm sure Good Bread probably hold this sentiment too, but we don't give a fuck who you want to date. Sister, if you want to go date your white man and that white man's going to do you well and he's going to treat you right, Go right ahead. If you're gonna deal with a white man who's gonna treat you like shit, go the fuck ahead. We here. We ain't cock blocking. We ain't, pussy blocking. We ain't stopping these hoes or whoever the fuck they want to get with. Y'all want to go get with who y'all want to get with? Get with whoever y'all want to get with. But we here in the righteous sphere, we do not dick police. We do not pussy police bitches. Y'all can do whatever the fuck y'all want. What we got a problem with, what we stand against is y'all trying to dick police us. Now, whether it's a simp-ass black man who's trying to force us to be with a black woman, or that black woman who know that she finally made these mistakes and now she want a black man. Oh, so only a black man is suited to go handle a woman who used to be kind of relatively attractive, but look at her stomach. She's hiding that belly. You see that? She's hiding that belly. So she's kind of flabby. Look at that angle. She's flabby. She got a wig on. Look, her eyebrows ain't even real, y'all. Did y'all notice that? Look at her eyebrows. Them shits is drawn the fuck on, bro. And she got a septum ring too. Oh my God, bro. Brutally honest says love who love you. Facts. 17th Vanell says number one, there was players with multiple families in several past generations and had bras paying them. There have been simps for generations as well for the ages. I know this because I have both in my family and hood. Oh no, hey, I'm sure there were. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? There's a caveat to that. There's always a caveat. Were these fine women that these dudes are getting paid for? I'm gonna just say this right now. I'm not saying I never had no bitches break bread, but I probably only had a chick who I kind of considered bad give me money. And I was like in my early 20s. But bruh, most chicks who are good looking are not fucking be breaking bread, bruh. So you have to kind of take that with a grain of salt. It's like, okay, you getting money from a chick, how does that chick look? You know what I'm saying? Look, guess what? Pretty bitches ain't good on giving money up. Shit, all right bitches ain't really big on giving money up. 17th Vanell said the red pill is not a new concept. It depends on the ninjas who talking about it. Facts. I mean, look, like I said, that's why I stand on it that red pill ain't dead. The red pill will never be dead because being red pill is not just about being red pill by women. It's not about, it's not all about, hypergamy, the touch barrier and all this nerdy ass shit that these clanosphere niggas, these clanosphere people be talking about or shit like that. It's more about being red pill by life, knowing about reading a room and, reading a room and knowing whether a woman want to fuck with you, knowing whether women want to keep on fucking with you, knowing whether chick is using you. And let's just be real, y'all. Most women are using you. Even women who claim that they love you, even women who kind of basically love you, they love you because of who you are. The moment you stop becoming that person, they're gonna fall out of love with you. And guess what? That doesn't make women bad or evil. That just makes them women, bruh. All it does, that just makes them women. We're not gonna hate women for being who they are. You know what I'm saying? We just deal with them accordingly. You feel me? Right? We just deal with them accordingly. That's all it is. Now, mind you, this same black woman, mind you, she didn't say she didn't say the quiet part out loud. She is telling black men that we should only date black women or not exclusively date white women. But yet she did the same thing. And obviously that baby in the background is probably a byproduct of that. Now she wants a black man. Now she wants a real black man to help her raise her white baby or her half white baby. Shit crazy. Why don't you just go get with a white man to help you raise that baby? Shit crazy. 17th Vanell says, understand them, move accordingly, and play it how they go. Facts. 100. 100. Now, a matter of fact, I wanted to play an old video that, we ain't seen in a minute. But y'all remember this video?
With the drug dealers. Let me tell you something. We were victims. When the nerd came up to the girl in high school, she was like, no, I don't want you. And then once she became a baby mama, he was a CEO executive and all that. And she's like, hey, you remember me? He said, no, I don't want you. I be feeling like, respectfully, y'all is the grown-up versions of the niggas that got hurt in high school while we was out fucking with the drug dealers. Let me tell you something. We were victims then making horrible-ass decisions with grown-ass niggas preying on us. Y'all gotta let that shit go.
What about the girls who had the older guys picking them up in high school?
Get the fuck
like
over
it was
it.
right.
Shout out to Angry Man, bro. Like, do you hear how, like, they're so, like, I don't want to call them names or anything, but look, they're just so wrapped up in what they're saying. Like, how her homegirl jumped in and tagged in on it, it was as if they felt like they were saying something that was true. No. But guess what? In life, when people make mistakes, we don't fuck with them. If someone makes a mistake and they, I don't know, get a bad STD or something like that, you don't say, oh, well, they were a victim, so I'm still going to fuck with them. No, you just stop fucking with them, right? If someone, I don't know, shit. If someone makes a mistake and get in a car accident and now they're paralyzed, you know, let's be real. I hate to say this, y'all. If you fuck around and get paralyzed, a bitch ain't gonna want, your girlfriend ain't gonna want to be with you no more. Your wife ain't gonna want to be with you no more, right? So that's why you try to do your best you can not to hurt yourself, right? Because at the end of the day, when your ass is fucked up, your girl is not gonna be sticking with you. But guess what? It's the same way too. Your bitch lose her titties or some shit, you might not want to fucking be with her ass either. You feel me? And guess what? You only have one life to live, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, just because, you know, we tend to do things because we want other people to do it in return. But guess what? Unfortunately, there's no guarantees in life. You know, unless it's like your bro or your homeboy or like your family or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, unfortunately, I learned the hard way that you could pour into a relationship and a woman won't even be willing to meet you halfway. You know? It is what it is. Like back to what I was saying before. Gotta treat them accordingly. Protect yourself. Now, these same chicks made a mistake in the past and now they want us to go get with them, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Stop the cap.
Now, you know, I ain't get my chicken bag up yet, but you know, when niggas get their chicken bag up, they definitely make sure they front on these hoes. I love this video. Check it.
Zach.
What up, dog?
I'm about to flex on this bum ass bitch. She walking.
What happened to that basketball player you left me for? You ain't with him no more?
I don't deal with him no more.
You don't?
No.
You ain't got no whip?
It's in the shop.
Damn.
Come here. Flex on this bitch. Dog, my money right there. You can't sit right there.
What?
You can't sit right. You ain't hot. It's hot as hell. Time to drop the top on her. Oops. What is doing? That ain't me. I ain't doing that.
I said it was hot, not the top dropping. That bitch dropping. The top drop.
I ain't doing that. This bitch transforming. Why you chill? Stay. It just do that on his own sometimes when I say I'm hot.
Can you grab my umbrella out the trunk for me, please?
Oh, you going the wrong way. It's right here in the front. The trunk ain't back there. The trunk in the front like an elephant. It's okay. You ain't no sweetheart. Hold on. Matter of fact, hold on. Wait. Hold on. I got to press the button to get out. Oh, damn. It ain't even in here. You can step back over there. What? You can step back over there.
Woman, now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then, hoe didn't want me. Now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then, hoe didn't want me. Now I'm hot hoes all on me.
I hope you get your car out.
Now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then, hoe didn't want me. Now I'm hot hoes all on me.
Yo. Damn, it feel good to see people up on it. Yeah, everybody be waiting for that day to flex on a bitch. Just we all that did that before at one point in time in our lives. Hey, you know, time to boss up, get that chicken bag up. That way we can spin the block, do that shit to these hoes again. Now there's a sister, you know. she's trying to be real about feminism and community. Let's hear what she got to say.
Into a lot of trouble, particularly with feminist scholars over this. They like to look at male violence and men's attitudes about women and say it's all patriarchy. And I'm not dismissing patriarchy. I'm not dismissing structural racism. But if you really want to understand how some men relate to women in terms of their attitudes and behaviors, you have to go back to their earliest childhood experiences with their mothers. And when we look at the data, particularly in Black communities on child abuse, the data tells us that the majority of the abuse and the fatalities are perpetuated by women. And so if you want to figure out why a man is a misogynist, you've got to go back to those early childhood experiences. And people don't want to have that conversation because then we have to talk about maternal violence and women's complicity in creating the very men who hate us.
Hello. Hello.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Hello. Because they're always going to say that, men, they kind of feel that men are a threat to the community, especially the Black community. But what's ironic is based off what she says, that fatalities, and there's more abuse and fatalities from the mothers than from the fathers. Ooh. What you got to say, sister? What you got to say?
This is a sick Negro.
Now, we come to a certain age now. These chicks are admitting straight up that they're 304s.
Oh, sweet. Oh.
Point of view. You're late stopping that one homegirl from giving away her husband's punani on the girl's trip.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
But shh, don't tell nobody.
Yo. A woman's quick to say, oh, if you don't let me go on a girl's trip, you're insecure. We ain't gonna be on that. Yo, women, the reason why Black women were so mad that Black men were doing the passport bros, because not only are Black men able to even manifest a relationship, even if it is a financial relationship with other women overseas, but also the fact that they knew that they was getting they was knocking boots. They wasn't even gonna have a taste for these sisters by the time they come back. You feel me? Shit, motherfuckers go to DR, come back and want to get their chicken back up so they can deal with a Spanish bitch out here. You feel me? So hey, but one reason why sisters was mad at the passport bros is because they know that bros is going out there to go get their dick wet. Yo, salute to the passport bros for fucking, do what they do. Hey, hey, I'm about to get mine. You better get yours. But yeah, man, these women are truly, truly, truly monetized. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. These hoes are truly monetized. Hey, yo, a lot of people ain't doing they ain't doing the balloon reviews anymore. You notice that? That's because a lot of people got copyright strikes from doing that Pop the Balloon. Luckily, the only time I reviewed Pop the Balloon was with two actual contestants from Pop the Balloon, Luke Redpill and Everybody Hates Something. I forgot his name, but he I follow him on YouTube. But I thought this skit was funny because it's relatable. Like, we done seen this shit played out plenty of times on Pop the Balloon. Pop the Balloon, they're on Netflix now. I think they're either on Netflix or on some type of channel. Yeah, they done went to the big leagues now. Check it.
Oh, Damn, all I said was hey.
Well, we had 4 of 6 girls pop their balloons. Let's see why. Girl number 1, what made you pop your balloon?
Well, first of all, he said hey, and it's giving zesty. And I like real men.
Zesty? So I can't even say hey?
Nope, I need a real man to say what's popping or what's happening or what's good, slime.
Okay, I guess I'm moving on. I ain't got nothing else to say to you.
Girl number 2, why did you pop your balloon?
I don't like the fact that he greeted everybody in here. My man need to fall in love with me as soon as he see me, like on some love at first sight type shit. If he can't walk in his room and know that he want me, I don't want him. And I stand on that.
Okay, so a nigga can't be polite. All right, well, excuse me then, ma'am. I don't even know you yet.
Okay, well, moving on to girl number 3. Why did you pop your balloon?
Nah. The way he walked up was giving broke. Just the way he's standing there, it's just giving homeless. Like, look at him.
What? How do I walk broke? I'm a multi-millionaire.
Only a millionaire? Baby, I need a billionaire.
May I ask what your job occupation is?
I'm between jobs right now.
Man, what the? You know what? Never mind. Let's just keep moving. Hey, how you?
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI. Yo. It might be a cartoon, but he ain't lying. He ain't lying at all. That was all facts, G. All facts. Yo, what else I got for y'all? I don't even know what this is.
Last night.
I was like, Chris was playing too. I know what this is. So yeah, and then with how females be doing us brothers, man, and how we witness it. Sometimes y'all ladies make a monster. Check brother man out.
Last night.
I was like, Chris was playing 2K.
That's funny. I called Chris and Chris said that he wasn't with you.
Big Chris, little Chris.
Little Chris.
I was a big Chris.
Why do you smell like perfume?
It's your perfume.
No, it isn't.
I mixed it in with mine.
When you were getting out of the shower last night, I saw scratches on you.
I did it myself.
How you put scratches on your own back?
Back scratch.
Perfect.
This is brutally honest, good bread sales still here in the clouds. Salute, G. I appreciate you. I'm just in here just shooting this shit. We done finished the main event a long time ago. Anyone, shout out to the replay gang. Y'all can check it out. I'm just vibing, you feel me, for a few minutes. Just showing y'all what else, I had popping. Let's see here. Was there anything else I want to talk about? Like specifically? Not really. Oh, here goes Stelly, y'all. Check it.
Look cute, you know what I'm saying?
What the?
Crazy.
That's crazy, Kia. Like, Kiyomi. What's good? Yeah. What? But yo, you always got some crazy jokes. Crazy.
What's good? You looking good? What's
up? No, she about to hit the gym.
I see you, kid. I see you.
Hey, what you about to do?
I'm trying to go in the house and smoke.
Oh, you about to smoke? Oh, shoot.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying.
Smoke with me?
Yeah, we can smoke, but shoot, I gotta tell you something.
What's up?
I was at the gym and I got in a fight.
You got in a fight?
Yeah, they tried to jump me. Some corny dudes. But I knocked one of them out, and then the other one. Yeah, the other one snuck me.
Strong.
Yeah.
Like I see that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and and I was trying to call you, but your phone didn't answer. It was late too.
I didn't answer?
Yeah, I don't know what you was doing.
You call me, I always answer you.
Yeah.
Calls and all, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
you twin. Yeah, gang,
that's what I'm saying.
daddy, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on, come here.
What?
What's that, yo? What you got going on?
Yeah. Sometimes I gotta.
Okay.
Dazzle,
all right. Just want to make sure you still, bro.
Yeah,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? You see me.
Bruh.
She want to put that pussy on me, put it on me.
Yo, I'm telling you, man, these girls be fake. Yeah, these studlies, man, they be faking, bruh. They be wanting to get that pipe, bruh. Don't even trip. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm telling you, they ready to get it. They ready to get it. Shit. Trust me, if it was up to them, you know what I'm saying? They be getting all the dicks, all of it. They be getting all of it, all of it. One thing though, don't be surprised that, you know what I'm saying, Stud McKenzie don't be giving up to all the homies, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nobody even know, but they're all getting it, bro.
She wanna put that pussy on me, put it on me.
It could happen. She be like, I won't tell if you won't tell, type shit. Shit. Yeah. Stud McKenzie for you. What else I got for y'all? I don't know what this is, but I'm about to play it real quick.
Be so quick to let me take you on a trip. Let me take you on a trip. Pay a fucking bill. Pay a bill. Pay a goddamn bill.
Always begging. Damn.
Can we get on the phone? No, get on the phone with billing. Don't talk to me. Talk to billing.
Well, them bills be kicking y'all ass, huh? They get mean when they broke. That's why you can't date broke women, man. They get mean when they broke. What they tell men, if you broke, then you shouldn't be dating. If you're broke, then you shouldn't be dating. You're gonna be all right, baby. Just do some overtime. It's the same way that y'all say cooking and cleaning is wife duties, paying bills, being a provider, that's husband duties. It's a dirty game. Stay focused, though.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no lie, no cap. That's the truth to that. But, you know, hey, me, sometimes it's easier just to pay them just to leave, bro. Just pay them to leave, G.
Can I help you?
Looking for Elijah Kello.
Please come in. He's in the kitchen. Shall I get him for...
Surprise. Elijah?
No, I'm Nathaniel. Didn't Elijah let you in?
Requesting backup at 445 West 121. In foot pursuit of suspect Elijah Okello.
He's gone.
Yo. I guess they didn't have a picture of that ninja. But that was old boy from The Wire, too. And he's for real like an African dude. I guess he's like a real African American. But yeah, I just thought that shit was funny as hell. Oh, hey, money's always on their mind, ain't it? And when I say they, I'm talking about women. Here's an old clip that I showed before, but we can show it again because I just think, you know, you just kind of see how they on, what they on. Dr. Umar, these are the women that y'all want us to get with.
You never ask a woman their age. I'm old enough. I'm grown.
Are you pushing 30 or past it?
Oh my God. I'm old. I'm up there. That's my friend. What's going on?
What do you need from a man who you're gonna take seriously?
Money.
That's all you look for.
In a clean booty hole. Money in a clean booty hole.
Loyalty. Loyalty come first.
What's this booty hole have to do with anything?
That's what she likes.
You like eating ass?
She eat ass.
Real bad.
I got a girlfriend, so I don't know about eating a nigga ass.
And when it comes down to the money, why does your man have to have it?
Because I get it.
So how much you make then?
That's none of your business. I'm a nurse, and it's none of your business.
So how much you want your man to make as a nurse?
He ain't gonna be no nurse. I don't want my man to be no nurse.
But you're the nurse. So how much do you want your man to make?
He needs to be in the streets.
Stay down till we come up.
You want a hood guy while you're in the medical field?
I want a good guy, bad guy, whatever brings the money and make me richer. That's what it is.
So yo, JJ Diesel comes through. He says, good evening, Cali West in the chat. And then he says, please remember the following quote. A non-virtuous woman has about as much value as a wooden penny. At the best, detrimental worst. God Almighty, yeah, I'll put that on my mind and will not forget it. All right. So yeah. What else I got in my treat bag? Oh, it is Thursday. Shout out to the Free Agent Lifestyle, Coach Greg Adams, and Ling Ling Thursday. I got one for y'all.
She walk, then bounce when she walk, bounce when she walk.
Bounce like she won't, bounce like she won't. Okay. I mean, come on, y'all. How much more do y'all need? You know what I'm saying? She got more than enough, right? Am I tripping?
Over T, over Reese, I'm over please. Heaven, Tiffany, blissing, kissing me. ABG. Heaven, New Year, moving, grooving. Rice, heaven, Pikachu, me and you. Heaven, baby girl. Ooh, Snoo, ooh, Asian. Heaven, Vivian, Livian, minivan. Heaven, Soju, Sudoku, Goku. Rice, heaven, fried rice, blind mice, tie-dye, Asian. Heaven.
Women love my ski, yes, it's magic, it's...
Don't worry, for all y'all brothers who like black women, don't worry. I got something for y'all. I got something for y'all. Because I don't want anyone to think that we don't like sisters over here. Here you go.
We should see those start to pick up, possibly even more than we're seeing on the board. Record highs for today. Our record was 2006, 83 degrees. Tower Cam, we are going to see that sunshine come out eventually. We're just waiting on it. That's been the trend. Conditions. A lot of the severe activity will be far off to the east. We are kind of getting a little bit of an enhanced risk right here, but as we get closer really to our area, just general and marginal risk, and that'll come in the form. Going for instance, Tower Cam, I mean, this is what I'm talking about. I'll take this compared to the super dry conditions we saw earlier, or not dry, dark conditions, dark and dry. We are dry, but we will have moisture start.
Miss Good Grip, Miss Glory Grip, Miss Blessings Grip. You understand? Miss Grip for life.
Bruh. I think XL Pro sent me this. XL Pro, didn't you send me this shit? Yeah. XL Pro, he sent me this shit right here. Goddamn, I don't know where she at, but shit. I wouldn't mind being under the weather with her. God damn it. For real, for real. Now that is slim thick for real, bro.
He ain't lying.
Sheesh.
She wanna put that pussy on me, put it on me.
17-0 said Stud McKenzie. He said, oh shit, you must be on you must have played it from the beginning. Okay, no doubt, no doubt. He said, can you tell he said I could tell I could tell you were raised in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, no doubt, bro. Shit. Man, shit. Yep. I gotta stick to my roots, bro. What can I say? I gotta stick to my roots, G. I got some more sister action for y'all. Here you go.
Is what you know about me.
There you go. For all the brothers who like them thick, you know what I'm saying? There you go. There you go. I don't know. I kind of wonder if she ain't got no ass in them, but you know, I think she's African. The African chicks, they be looking good, but sometimes they don't always be showing their ass. This is kind of weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? The ones who was really trying to get into it, they definitely want to show that ass. But I don't know. Sometimes the African girls don't be showing their ass. Like, I was kind of feel like, damn, girl, you got so much ass. We're going to see it from the front. Look at them hips, boy. JJ Jesus says, pink passion, LOL. Yeah. Country fair girl.
17th and they'll say, yes, indeed. And he said, same here about him being raised in the A's. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, she's definitely, Curve definitely right, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie though. You know she got a fupa. Trust me, that's definitely she definitely got a bulletproof vest on, bro. She definitely got that. She definitely got a what's that bulletproof vest that the woman use? It's bulletproof vest, but it's not really bulletproof vest. The wraps, she wrapped up though, by far, bro. There's no that yeah. 17 then said that's my kind. He said he don't care. You don't care that she got the fupa. You don't care that the fupa going. You don't care that the fupa print going crazy. Hey, look, hey, I ain't saying I don't fuck fat hoes, you know what I'm saying? Fuck fat bitches, you know what I'm saying? Fat, you know what I'm saying? Fat women need love too, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, waist trainer, yeah. I mean, hey, fat bitches get fucked too. I ain't gonna show them off, but I be fucking fat bitches too, you know what I'm saying? You know? On Slow Tuesday, or you know what I'm saying, my motherfucker money, you know what I'm saying, my money tied up, you know what I'm saying? Hey, shit. JGG says girl to LOL. Basically, yeah, girl to waist trainer. But let's see. Do I got any more fit sisters for y'all? Well, she's thick just the way y'all like. Here you go.
Over his face.
Oh, there you go.
He ain't lying.
Y'all say y'all like him, Goddamn.
She wanna put that pussy on me, put it on me.
She got really pretty smile though, no doubt. Definitely a pretty smile. Sheesh. I got another video for y'all. Hold up. Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thunder thighs, boy. Damn. That's that for real booty meat for real. 17 now said fire. JJD said she must be trying to get some meat on them buns. LOL. Yeah, she's definitely trying to get some meat on them buns, bro. Yo, there's definitely barbecue in there. There's definitely barbecue back there for sure, bro. Like, it's crazy because she technically low-key a little out of shape, but she out of shape in a good way, though. What can I say? Shout out to the Nasty Boys. 17 now says she's gonna make some ninjas, some short ass kids. All right, maybe. Hey, yo, you know what's crazy? The genetics is a crazy thing because depending on her father, sometimes height skips a generation. Dude, you could be with a short chick, right? And if your dad was tall and maybe her dad was tall, you can still end up with a tall kid. Shit. My brother is what, 5 foot? No. My brother is about maybe 6 foot. And his son is like 6'4". You know what I'm saying? Like, we have some people who's kind of tall in our family, but I think most of us is about, 5'10" to 6 foot. And my nephew's like 6'4" and he like 17, 18, bro. So the height is something else. So look at Vanessa Bryant. Vanessa Bryant well, she ain't got no boy sons, but you could, but I think her daughters were even a little bit kind of on the height side. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I think the main thing on genetics too is your father's genetics. Her father and your father, her father. Definitely can make up whether your kids come out tall or not. Now, JJD just said that's right. I ain't no biologist because guess what? You can have 2 tall parents and the kid could end up being short. Like genetics is just that crazy. But generally, I think height and skin tone is a dominant trait. Like a matter of fact, tall people probably wouldn't even make a short person, probably. I don't know. Because it's a dominant trait, I believe. 17 now said that's true. Both of my parents are extremely short and all their sons are 6 foot to 6'5". See? Now, J-Fo said, don't drink, mama. Oh, yeah, they're going to drink, bro. Oh, trust me, they have to drink. They have to drink. They have to drink. What else I got for y'all? What else I got? Let's see here. Oh, remember I was talking about, Jamaican culture and Caribbean culture and about how they be getting their little freak on. Here's a prime example. Check this out. Like I said, like, I kind of believe, whether you're West Indian or not, I just kind of feel like you're not about to be going around, like, try humping dudes or whatever. Like, I'm not with that. And this is what they be doing at these carnivals and stuff like that and reggae clubs. Check it. Yo, just know if your girl Caribbean, she getting felt up like this. She might even be an American girl and still getting felt up like that. Here go talk about you gonna go to a dance hall club, any club to be honest, bro. She's for the streets.
If you got a girl, drop her.
Yo, straight dick to butt, bro. You know what I'm saying? That should be against the law if you fucking got a girlfriend, a boyfriend. J Flo says 3-point stance. Basically, heads down, butts up. That's the way we like to. J Flo says incredible Hulk in one hand. Right. Bummer clot. Why? JJ says I haven't seen anything close to what I want in a wife as far as morals and personality is concerned. JJD, we done had that discussion before, bro. I don't know what you're gonna do. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying you gotta be righteous, but you know what I'm saying? Like I said, unless you better go to Iowa or you're gonna go to like Salt Lake City, you know what I'm saying, one of those like Mormon places, it's gonna be hard for you to find someone who's really virtuous. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're gonna go to like another country. Which you can do. But yeah, man, ain't nothing guaranteed in life, man. It's just all trade-offs, bro. All trade-offs. I think, so, every man got to find their way, I suppose. He said, I'm trying looking for a wife in this country. Yeah, because there aren't none. There are none. Think about it. The only one who could possibly be closest to a wife will be some young chick. And what? You know what I'm saying? Who got some decent parents. And I heard decent parents going to give her away to you. You know what I'm saying? You better come with your chicken bag or something like that. Like, you got to take in consideration because, marriage, we all understand marriage is a business. You feel me? And J Flo says marriage had a good run. R.I.P. Facts. Now, JJD says I do have my passport. Salute. 17 NO says that's how them poom poom poppers in my city be New Orleans. Oh, I believe it. Man, yo, I'm gonna check you out one day, NO. I'm gonna come down to New Orleans. That's actually on my list of things to do. Yeah, Cali West is gonna have a national tour soon. I'm gonna have a national tour soon where I'm gonna be dropping into every city. Ain't gonna be like a whole week of that, but you know what I'm saying? I'll be just dropping in, you know what I'm saying, in cities every now and then. Maybe even have some guest speakers and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And talk about the city and talk about, dating and all types of bullshit. You dig? Coming soon. Soon. JJD said that would be cool. No doubt. Yeah, it definitely would be cool. We gotta show that, people gotta move around. We live in life here. We ain't just talking shit on the internet. Now, what else? Do I got anything else for y'all? I feel like I got some more hotties to show y'all something. Oh, here goes a chick from Africa.
That I rap my ass off. Turn around like I can't.
I think she's from Africa. But damn. You know, she got the body. Now that's the true definition of thick, bro. That's the true definition of thick. JJ says, like I say, keep your head on a spiritual and physical swivel. Now, J Flow says, these women are gone, man. These women are gone, man. 17th and 0 says she look African. Yeah, that's what she thinks she's African. I ain't gonna lie though. No cap. I wouldn't mind probably fucking with an African chick. I wouldn't mind. No lie, and I do want to visit Africa, but I wouldn't mind fucking with an African chick. Yeah, motherfucker gotta show me a damn fucking gotta show me them papers though, bruh. You gotta show me them motherfucking papers. Shit. We might have to go together and shit, you feel me, and find the fuck out, bruh. I don't know, bruh. But you know, I kind of feel like that's kind of a stereotype because that's what, you know, we up here talking about bitches, you know, out there in Africa, you know, worry about their test results. You know what I'm saying? We know it's rampant, or that's what they tell us, right? And that's what they tell us, you know what I'm saying, in the papers. But shit, it's probably just as equally as rampant out here out here. I mean, they probably say, well, because of medicine, they probably is not as rampant out here, but I don't know. I beg to argue. These motherfuckers is on fire. These motherfuckers love fucking, and they love being hoes out here. Right, J Flow? He said she 17 now said she's definitely working with something. J Flow says I agree with J Flow. But I ain't gonna lie, them women from our continent, they be looking good, bro. Definitely there's an alternative as long as you be safe and healthy with it. I think I got one more for y'all, a couple more. And I really appreciate y'all tuning in. What's up with her?
Here.
Shit. That was just in my video trays. I just had to post it because I just, damn. Yeah. That's like the second time she's been featured this week, bro. That's like the second time already this week she's already been featured, bro. Yeah. We ain't trying to give her no promotion, but fuck it. He said that's your girl Winter. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I do actually think she's actually attractive. Like, she's like, okay, yeah, as black men, we should kind of want better from our women, but like, this to be real. She's not just a light-skinned girl. She's actually pretty attractive. If you look at her in her face, she's actually a cute looking chick. Like, she's actually one of those chicks who probably if she was guided in the right direction, she probably would be making, you know, I'm not saying she ain't making her money, but she probably could have been somebody's wife or something like that, and she would have been put in the right direction, maybe became a doctor or some shit like that. She could have probably been anything, you know. That chick you could tell she is half white, bro. I don't care how much fat ass she got. That ass is all ninja. That's a whole nigga ass, I ain't gonna lie. But that face, like, you could just tell, like, you know what I'm saying, she's definitely like white. Like somebody is a pale white person in her family, bro. And even how she talked too, you can tell she kind of talked. She probably was from like a good neighborhood, but she decided, hey, fuck it, fuck all that good shit. I'm about to clap these cheeks and be for the streets. JJ says that sounds like a flat tire on a big rut at 70 miles per hour. Yes, Lord. Shit, I wouldn't be in mind going 70 miles per hour in that. Shit. Now, what else we got here? Yeah, 17 says she's actually cute and fine. Ain't nothing to do with her light skin. Well, I mean, well, let's just be real. 17 we all know that brothers big up chicks because they light skin. But if you look past her being just light skin, I mean, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Her being light skinned is kind of one of the things that I kind of think that's cute about her. I mean, not saying that she couldn't be dark skinned and still be beautiful, but it is kind of cute that she's a little light bright. I mean, hey, like here's the thing, I take them either way they come, but hey, be this. She is light skinned, so what are we gonna do? Say that she wish that she was dark skinned? Hey, she's a little light skinned, pretty chick, I guess. I mean, I feel you though. Now 17 says blown tire. I mean, LOL. We know what you meant, bro. We know what you went. See, but she went the wrong way. Most of these women won't go the wrong way, man. Look, most of these chicks, unless they land in a relationship and a marriage, bro, at least in their early 20s, most of them are gone, bro. And sometimes even the ones that get married earlier, some of them are gone too. Shit, I think Lil Wayne got married at like 18 or something like that. I think he married his baby mama young. I think Lil Wayne married his baby mama before he even really blew up, before he was even really anybody special. I mean, he was still rapping, I guess, but he didn't blow up and he still got married. And guess what? Did they stay together? Shit, he got married again recently, 2 years ago? I think he's divorcing her now, right? So, unfortunately, it's hard it's like, okay, if when a person finally do get married, it's like, are they going to stay together? That was crazy, man. There's a lot of dynamics. Like it's almost, the system's almost kind of geared to for marriage not to work. That's the kind of the problem. It's like, even if a woman does want to keep a marriage, all she needs to do is work at her job and then bump into her homegirl, not even her homegirl, bump into some chick who she probably wasn't cool with in high school, or probably used to ignore in high school. But guess what? Now they're older now. Now it's okay, cool to be talking. And now your girlfriend or your wife, she got a car and she got her shit going on and she got a husband at home. But guess what? She picked up this dumbass bitch from her high school with some whack ass coworker who wants to fucking party and take her out and have some fun and do girlfriend type of shit. Then that's all it takes to blow up your fucking relationship. 17 and I ain't up front. I think Coach Greg Adams mentioned that today. That's not necessarily an original thought, but it happens to men all the fucking time. Like, you'd be surprised. Like, you'd be like wondering why the fuck your relationship went bad. Your relationship went bad because her homegirl was in that bitch's ear, bruh. 17 said, I done dealt with light skin and dark skin broads. Nothing against neither of them. Salute. Facts. Me neither. I'm an equal opportunity player. But yeah, man, but most of the times when relationships go bad, it's usually because they're homegirls. If your homegirl has a change in friends, that could be your relationship going kaput. Your mama move in, relationship kaput. Her mama move in, relationship kaput. You know what I'm saying? Shit, have a kid, even if it's y'all together, relationship damn near almost kaput. J Flo says danger factor and skin tone. That could be argued. Because, dude, that Antoine Massey dude, shit, he looked, shit, that dude was very, very light skinned. That dude, he mixed with something. He'll probably tell you, oh man, I'm all black, but trust me, somebody in his family got a straight nose and some straight ass hair. Antoine Massey. You know who Antoine Massey is? The dude who the one of the last two dudes on the run. Supposedly the mastermind of said breakout. Bondi has been 19 days. They still ain't caught him yet. I mean, they're eventually going to catch him because he's leaving trails. He's leaving, when he's doing the little messages and talking and stuff like that and going on social media. They're using that as a tracker to kind of track his perimeter. Or it could be used to throw them off. Now, let's see here. Oh, listen to this. See, JJ Dill says light skin and dark skin are basically the same. The chemistry and sense are different. Trust me, I know. Hey, look. I mean, chemistry is they're different for a reason. 17th and 0 says no, he's black, but he's light skinned Creole from my city. All right. 17th and 0. I hear you saying, I'm not saying that he ain't black, but the fact that you said that he's a light skinned Creole. All right, I'm gonna say this about Creoles. All right, Creoles. I'm sure you know this because you're from New Orleans, but I'm just gonna just say this for the whole group. Creoles are either A, from Haiti, or their family was originally from Haiti, and or they are related from they had French white people in their family or Cajun people in their family. So even a Creole, a light-skinned Creoles are not just light-skinned for a reason. They're not just light-skinned just because they're just light-skinned. They're light-skinned because they are mixed with either Cajun or French white people who lived in the area. As a matter of fact, Creoles, in some Creole towns, from what I heard, I don't know if it's like this now, but I do know that in the late 80s, early 90s, like they had certain towns where Creole towns where certain black people weren't around, dark-skinned people weren't allowed to be in the town. Where essentially they were like run your ass up down there out of the motherfucking town for not being a certain complexion. And this is like in the rural South, like in like New Orleans, backwoods and places like that, where some of those Creoles are. So yeah, we could argue that, oh yeah, he's black or whatever, right? But some of those Creoles don't recognize themselves as completely black. You see what I'm saying? J Flo says his girlfriend was dumb. She's very dumb. More contentious media says Creole is a black French motherfucker. Well, here's the thing. Like I said, there's a lot of nuance to that. More contentious media, because you definitely basically said the same thing I said. But here's the thing. There's a little truth to that. It could either be that, or they could be from Creole from Haiti. New Orleans and Haiti is really very close to each other. Trust me, I'm in Florida. I know this. And guess what? And remember, the Louisiana Purchase, they brought up all those black French people and white French people who are already living there. Like Cajuns. Cajuns are basically relative to the French people that was living in there. Don't you know that those Cajuns talk like black people? And they actually do speak Creole. Some of them actually speak Creole too. That's not by mistake. 17th and 0 said, I know that. My first language was French. That's why they taught us. Right, but all right. So you should always know, all right. So you do know that Creole is, not only is it mixed with French, but is a derivative of French from Haiti. You do know that, right? That is undeniable. More contentious media says Haitian, African, and French motherfuckers laughing loud jokes. Right. We all saying the same thing. We start talking about Creole behind that big booty chick. Where's she at? She brought up all. Can you imagine that big booty brought up this whole intellectual conversation? Where's she at? Hold up.
Here.
Sheesh. What else I got for y'all boys? Damn. Oh, let's talk about the Titanic. The Titanic, as a kid, you let it play out, you kind of know it's a movie, right? But then when you kind of peel back the layers, even though it's a movie, you're not realizing how goofy it is, right? Because check this out. And I'll let this video summarize it for you. Here we go. Gosh. That didn't work out, I expected. Now, in the Titanic, 1997, Rose throws a $250 million necklace in the ocean in memory of the first one night stand she had in 80 years. This is a reference to how few fucks she gives about the children she had since then who might appreciate the inheritance. Let's see here. Look, a romantic story for a woman logic left the cruise. I let a homeless dude cream pie me on a cruise, then I let him drown. Then it says, a romantic story for women. Okay, it says, look. Okay, a romantic story for women logic left the cruise. I can't believe he didn't cry during Titanic. Do men even have feelings? On her deathbed, instead of thinking about her children or her husband in 70 years, she thinks about a homeless dude who fucked her in a boat trip for 2 days. Millions of women consider this a great love story. Now, J Flo says, okay, we're going to get to that real quick, 17 then J Flo says Titanic was a psyops. Facts. Supreme B says, go back to the clapping one more again. We're going to go to that in a minute. J Flo then says, right. And then he says, clap on, clap off, bring that clapper. All right. It's here. And then more continues says, I always thought that movie was the whitest movie I ever seen. J Flo says, I'm taking the last route. The world needs me. Sorry, hun. Right. Yeah, I would have had to let that bitch drown. Life or death. Like, ain't no coming back. Ain't no round twos. Ain't no round twos in life, bro. You know, there's a reason why you're supposed to save yourself first. If you can save somebody else out there, oh well. Shit. Now, back to 17 and 0. Okay, we're talking some science here. He says, what I'm saying is due to the intermingling with darker and lighter Black people in New Orleans mixed, and in the same family, we have two parents that come out dark or light. My family's that. 17th and 0. You're preaching. Look, I totally understand what you're saying. But here's the thing, though. All right. With that being said, I agree with you, but you will also have to accept the fact that people don't just come out light skin. Look, here's the thing. The light skin gene does not come out of nowhere. It doesn't necessarily, like, somebody in your family. Here's the thing, especially black people. Black people are mixed. Black Americans are mixed, bro. You might not think so because someone darker, someone lighter, and you don't necessarily have to be necessarily light either. You can still have white in your DNA, bro, and not even have it. There's a reason why some people come out. That's why your siblings or somebody might come out a little lighter than others, even though they still look like your dad, right? Because that's just how. Dude, genetics is weird. I mean, eventually one day, I guess you'll be able to truly control about how your kid comes out, which they are already doing y'all. But yes, unfortunately, unless you go to a doctor or go to some type of biologist, you can't really control how your kids might come out, whose traits they might take out. Look, they even go as far to they even have skepticism in the scientific community that say that when a woman has a baby, there's a possibility that, let's just say she had other partners and she had like unprotected sex with them, even though your sperm or your kid, you have a kid with her with your own sperm. Well, it's already been scientifically proven that sperm is collected in a woman's brain, even while it goes in her poom. But they have found sperm in women's brains. Now, with that being said, they try to come up with, maybe it was a baby and they had a miscarriage. But for some reason, women, it doesn't make sense why, if that's the case, why would sperm be in the brain? Why would sperm DNA be in the brain? Well, long story short is, we have to also accept, too, that DNA is a tricky thing. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, someone, like,
if you go to ancestry.com and do your DNA, you'd be surprised what comes up. You know what I'm saying? But it's not all that didn't just happen just because of just, you know what I'm saying? One thing I learned in life though, something you know, there's no such thing as coincidences. Everything happened for a reason. Now, J Flo says, I'm taking the last rap. The world needs me. Sorry. Talk about a laugh. I wouldn't mind taking this laugh.
Here.
J Flo says, swallowing seeds and permeable membranes. Facts. 17 and said, all black people in America are mixed. Exactly. Right. Like, there's a lot of nuance to it. You feel me? I ain't no biologist or no genealogist, but hey. Morphine says, I always thought that was bullshit because sperm dies in the vagina after 3 days. How did it get in the brain and what went through it in the bloodstream? How did it survive? Morphine, yes, it's some great questions. You know, that's why Google is our friend. Google it, Yahoo it. I don't know, use Bing, something. Go to the library. The research is there, and you could choose to agree to disagree with it or not. But one thing we know is that the human body is something, But that's a great question. J Flo says, he's from swallowing them seeds. Now, Mark Contingent says there's so many biological things wrong with that. Okay. And, look, you can choose to agree to disagree with it, but I kind of feel like, you can't argue with it until you look at the science. So, unless you got a science major or at least have a credible argument at this point, it's just because it doesn't sound right doesn't mean that it's not true. Because trust me, there's a lot of things that are like weird that happen. Like, for example, how, like, for example, having a child is still a miracle in itself, right? I mean, we might understand how it works, but, hey, is it not possible that sperm could go anywhere else? Hey, there's a reason why things could go in your bloodstream. Maybe the sperm goes in your bloodstream. Remember, y'all do bleed from that same thing. Remember, don't forget that. Remember that. Y'all bleed from that same thing that gives life. So is it not possible that something else could go in? Right? Something could go out, something could go in. 17 said the is black. That is black. Okay, now 17 says more contention, you're right about everything you said. And hey, she says we dispose blood every month, so it makes no sense. I'm sorry. Okay, look, I'm not, but look, I don't debate. I'm here to educate. You can disagree with it all you want. You're more than welcome to look into the research. If you just want to, say no and just disregard it just because it doesn't make sense to you, then you could choose to remain ignorant to that fact or to what you believe. Like I said, I'm not really standing on that, but like I said, I did put in the quotation that it is research that has been done. So, hey, you're more than welcome to argue with the scientific community about it. I have no dog in the fight. But with that being said, they have even said that you could have a child with another woman who has had like either kids with somebody or who at least had relationships with somebody unprotected, and your kid might even have traits of another man. Now, research that, Morphine. Research that. They say that there's a possibility that even DNA from you sleeping with another man could even be inherited into your child. 17 says, don't forget about soul ties. They're real. Look it up. Man, hey, facts. More contentious media says, no, I can at least 10 biological reasons why that doesn't make sense. Not just because I feel as though it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make biological sense. Okay. Well, look, like I said, you should be more than welcome to argue with the scientific community. They don't know exactly whether it came from either. Yeah, here's the thing. The scientists, they're kind of arguing about, how it did get to your brain. Like the argument is, how did sperm, all right, what we need to explain is, how does someone with an X chromosome get something that has something in their head that only an XY chromosome would have?
They would have to look. They would have to explain that because guess what? Even like they would feed this. Even little babies don't even have sperm. So where would the sperm come from? So it's like, so we're gonna say like, oh, what? Maybe she had a miscarriage or something like that. Why? How? You still need to explain to me, like to the scientists, whether you disagree with it or not. How did the sperm get into these women's brains after? How did these sperm get into these women's brains? I guess that would be a bigger dilemma. So what? Are you saying that these scientists are lying that sperm was found in their brain? What are you exactly implying here? Like I said, they don't even know how it got there. They don't know what or how. But all they know is that they found sperm. They found sperm DNA in people's brains. Now, more consistencies, I think they're talking about the same cells from the male child that they're carrying, not from the man's sperm. Can't even live outside the body no more than 6 hours. Okay. Well, actually, that's not. Well, all right, but it's inside the body and in the brain. It's not outside the body. But here's the thing, Morphine. I guess the argument you would have to argue whether you believe whether there was brain in their brains. But you say it was from a child, but maybe I could be wrong. But when do children or when does sperm have other sperm, or when do embryos have sperm? That's a good question. When does embryos have sperm? I guess that'd be a bigger question. And if that's the case, how does something from your stomach? I don't know. And it's not even in your stomach; it's in your uterus. How does something in your uterus, the same place that you don't think it could go in your brain, how does something that was dead or something that was in the uterus get into her brain? You still can't explain that, though. See, that's like one moment you're saying that, that it can't go through the poom poom, right, or anywhere from the poom poom, but then the next one you're saying that it could have been from an unborn child. Make that make sense. You're almost using their own excuses. You're almost using their own theory against them, but then you're trying to apply it to yourself. Now, 17 says in the world, sweaty Keith, something just ain't right. Now, more continues says, not to mention that the body has antibodies that kills anything foreign to its host. So yeah, I'm going to have to look it up. Okay. I mean, you should. STD spread from person to person. So why do females take unnecessary chances? Well, As Jay Throw says, it goes through his eyes. I skeet. I skeet.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
Ooh. 17 says, unless the mom was on some Cardi B shit and fucking Stephen Diggs, pregnancy type of ish. That's a possibility too. Right. See, all right. See, right. But see, with that being said, y'all need to figure out how did this sperm get into someone's head. Either way, whether it's sperm from a dude, sperm from a baby, I would kind of feel like, okay, when do babies have sperm? When do embryos have sperm? I would kind of feel like they're a little too more short. I don't even think you're even able to even bust anything until a certain age. I could be wrong. I'm not a doctor. Now, J Flo says optic nerve highway. Right. I don't know. 17 says right. 17 And then JJD says, I know that females have a defense, but it doesn't stop STDs or soul ties. Morse Contingency says, well, no, 17 Like I said, maybe one day we'll have a session where we'll talk about the whole science behind that. But there's a lot of things in this world that's things that can't explain. Like there's a lot of things that that they can't explain in this world. He said I already quoted Sweaty Keith about this topic. JJ Jesus says some females who just want to sleep around no matter what. That's what harlots do. Yeah, man. Well, women have a hard time saying no. Shit, even men have a hard time saying no. You know, it takes a strong man to say no. But, you know, women usually are not strong. So what can I say? Let's see here. Can I play this? Yeah, I'll play this real quick. Oh. Nah, you know what? I ain't gonna play that. I think I played that before. They try to copyright my shit. So no, I'm not gonna play that. JJ just said that's not an excuse. Hey, I never said. All right. Okay. Y'all boys, y'all trying to give me a hard time tonight, huh? Look, yeah. Look, you know, I'm always cool as a fan, but I'm gonna just say this much, yo, JJ Diesel. I never said that makes it okay or that's an excuse. That's just the reason. It is what it is. It's like saying, why do dogs shit in the yard? And I say, oh, because you know the dog wants to take a shit. And you say that's an excuse. What do you mean? It's a dog. I can't make the dog not take a shit. I mean, I could beat the dog and maybe try to train the dog or put the dog in another part where he ain't gonna shit. But the dog needs to shit. The dog needs to shit. Either that or I need to train it to shit. Like I can't do other than try to train a dog. I can't do anything about a dog being a dog. You can't tell me why the dog barking. I don't know why the dog barking. A dog's a dog. Dogs like to bark. I mean, shit. You know what I mean? I can't stop women from being harlots. I can't change this world. I'm not here to change this world. I'm just here to tell y'all how to kind of navigate through it. Well, I just talk about how I navigate through it. If y'all want to take my advice to go what I do, so be it. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying? Unless you're not gonna go, I mean, be this. I understand. I'm not saying that sex is everything, but if you decide that you ain't gonna get no pussy, you're gonna have to not deal with some type of bitches. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, sometimes we have to kind of consider it too. Like, okay, are we willing to give up having sex to meet this virtuous woman? Like, you know what I'm saying? Are you like celibate? I don't know. You know, I'm not trying to be in your business, but I'm talking to everyone in general. Like, you know, what do? You can move to another country. You know what I'm saying? You could go and try to be a Mormon. You could try to, you know, pick up Judaism. I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, you know, I can only tell y'all what they do. I can't make them stop. I can't make them all not want to fuck a dude or not want to fuck a, you know, want to keep a family together. I can't stop that. I can only tell y'all, hey, you can look out for this, you can look out for that. Because even me, when I deal with these hoes, I'm taking some type of risk. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? There's always some type of risk in life. You know, life is not without risk. Look at the animal kingdom. They take risks every fucking day. Now, Mark Contention says it's not an excuse, it's just the truth. 17 Nell says passing around is gender neutral. Now, they said we're on the same page. Facts. JJ Flows that Deuce is wild. Yeah, man. Hey, that's what I said, man. Ain't y'all got a real one? Keep her, bro. More contentious me to say you can't stop worrying for being sexually attracted to other men. Women can't stop men from being sexually attracted to other women. That's just being human. Well, it is being human. It is being human. But another thing is being human is controlling people too. At one point in time, you know, the truth is, like, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Women truly have the liberation that they have because of men. You know, it is men who came up with with 30 plus birth controls. It is men who made society so safe that women don't even feel like they need to have men. And it's just, I hate to say this, even though women do need men, you know, look, from their perspective, they don't really need men. They don't really need men when they kind of need they don't even really need a man when they really need a man, when they get horny or when they need something to be fixed. But you know, or until something really bad happens. Fortunately, sometimes it's too late, but it is what it is. Tell them any different. JJ said, I trained my daughter to use the bathroom outside and be quiet inside. She has better home training than a lot of people. I agree. But when a person passed by a loud car or a certain type of car passed by and your dog decides to bark, I mean, you could tell her to be quiet. She might stop, but she might just bark at her because she's a dog. Or she see another dog, she might bark because it's a dog. You know what I mean.
More contentious media says men can't stop women from being sexually attracted to other women, vice versa. I agree. 17 says people are getting it in out here. Yeah, and they ain't gonna stop. JJ Diesel says, I'm outside with my dog Leslie now. JJ Diesel, more contentious says, so that means men can't bitch about his own creation. Look, at the same time, it's not really about, and I guess people could bitch about it, you know what I'm saying? But, I would honestly say you could point that more towards women because men have always kind of understood that women will be attracted to other men too. But look, man needs to lay down the law. Okay, you go fuck another man, you get cut the fuck off. Unfortunately, with no fault divorce, women don't have to worry about getting cut off like they used to. At one point in time, when a woman got caught cheating, she could not only be divorced, but he will keep the kids. But, now things have changed. And guess what? Look at society. Look what society has turned into, right? Society of America has gone to shit. Not saying that it wasn't bad for a lot of other reasons, but it has terribly, 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 terribly gone to shit.
It's an evil world we live in.
April says, at JJ, I'm riding with my 2 girls. Salute. 17th and 0. Oh, he got 2 doggies. Oh, okay. You're a dog lover too. 17th and 0 says, I'm not upset about women being out here if they are, but those that are going to be put in categories. Hey, they categorize you. Why can't you categorize them? JJD says, cool at J Flow. 17 and 0 says, natural for them to do so. Says, I'm not mad about how women are these days. It's up to us how we deal with them, accept it, leave it, or leave it alone. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Look at this. The best way to deal with a man nowadays, man, monetize the market anyway. You ain't got to take them out on a date. Just give them some damn money. Just go give them some money. You know what I'm saying? If you trust her and you know where she live at and you know that, saying she might be a decent human being, I guess you could come over. But if she's suspect or you don't really want her to really be, you don't want her to bring around her neighborhood because maybe she ain't all of that, or maybe she ain't the type of chick that you want to be seen around, go get a hotel and give her some fucking money and just call it a goddamn day. You know, fucking be marrying and wifing these chicks who are really just there because we want to really bust a nut. JJ says Leslie is mixed with a lab and pit and she is 2 years old. I keep her inside and she is spoiled rotten. Mark says that's not even like a punishment. Seems like a reward. She ain't got to deal with a guy or her kids. Okay. 17 else is like Evor says everybody got choices. And then 17 else is certainly do put in category and rosters. Facts. Now back to what more contentious said. She said that doesn't seem like even a punishment. It seemed like it's a reward. She don't even got to deal with the guy or her kids. Oh, I agree. But guess what? You know who truly really wants companionship? Women. Look, the only reason why men act like we want companionship as a woman because we don't want to make her feel some type of way because we just really want her pussy. Let's just be fucking real, bro. Because guess what? As soon as her ass break up with you, you're going to talk about all that time I spent with you, all them times I took off of work, all them times I took off of vacation. Why? Because guess what? You spent a lot of time and energy on this bitch. And she just went ahead and started fucking another nigga at her job. JJ says I got to stick on my bitch because I work hard to give my dog a better life. Salute. Yeah, man. I mean, look. Man, look, I'm Cali West. I ain't here to go save nobody or save this dating market. All I gotta do is just give my little assessment. Because that's what this is about. There's like, you know what I'm saying? This is like the hood version of Wayne's World. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Shit. A lot of people, I don't know if y'all remember that one time I came on my brother Lion Raw. But shit, Lion has come on the channel with me before. Shit, this was originally at one point in time a 2-person show. Yes, it is Cali West Miami. It is named by me, but I did actually have a co-host at one point in time. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? You know, he comes through every now and then. But other than that, I just be chilling here just talking my shit. You feel me? You know, y'all could agree or disagree with me. Shit, I actually like it sometimes when y'all disagree with me. You feel me? Now, more contentious media says asking a woman to be monogamous nowadays is a lot. Asking a man to provide for you
and protect you, even though you're gonna go fuck another man, that's a lot. 17 and 0 says women definitely want companionship. They want companionship of all 5 ninjas for all different reasons. Roster of ninjas. Facts. Facts. Undeniable, 17 and 0 says just don't be the ninja that is the provider that she ain't attracted to and can't hit. Facts. Yeah. It's don't end up, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, here's the thing. I honestly don't feel like that. Here's the thing. I understand there's dudes with OnlyFans. Every now and then there's going to be some gump or sucker. You feel me? But most men are not giving up any money unless they fucking. Shit, dude might give her like $50 or $100 to kind of show her he on that level or some shit. But guess what? Once he do that shit and that bitch don't fuck him, you know what I'm saying? Yo, he don't do that shit no more. For real. Yeah, man. Yo, this is the 2-hour show. It's been live. I appreciate everybody coming in, and Work Intentions has something to say. She says, shit, I don't even need the money. It be the monogamy part. A lot of men can't ask a woman to be monogamous sexually. Can't satisfy her saying for women. Okay. I hear you. So basically saying is that your problem with being monogamous is that you ain't getting dick down right? Is that it? Because unfortunately, as much as that sounds good and that sounds simple to fix, unfortunately, I am realizing, dicking her down is not always what it's cracked up to be. Because guess what? Yeah, you might satisfy her sexually, but then guess what? Just like my boy 17 and 0 says, somebody else might cater to her love language of listening. The nigga at work, he be listening to her. Like, yeah, because I'm gonna just say this real morphine. I take a bitch down. Trust me, she gonna come. We both gonna be coming. She gonna come. I'm gonna come. We gonna come together. Shit. At the end of the day, I'm gonna dick her down. We're gonna smoke a blunt too, maybe have a drink, and then I'm gonna send her on her Uber on the way. And guess what? I might give her a few dollars, but guess what? She might be like, I don't really need his money, but I just need him to listen. And I ain't gonna lie, morphine. It's just look, I'm a good talker. I'm a good listener, but only for so long. I ain't gonna be trying to listen to some motherfucker talk all that damn day. I'm trying to get my boots knocked. Maybe we can have a good time. But I'm here for a good time, not a long time. And guess what? Chick might want to go and deal with her coworker because her coworker's willing to listen. Sometimes, what a woman want is not always what a woman want. That's what I learned the hard way. JJ says I'd rather stay single and take care of my business, take care of my Leslie because she's like my child. Salute, G. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Said, more consensus said, she's crazy. I'm here. I'm so happy I don't date monogamous men. Oh, okay. I hear you. All right, trust me. Yo, I'm not a monogamous man. Trust me. And I think my friends all enjoy hanging out with me. Just don't, look, as long as you don't expect me to be your man, hey, you can do whatever you want. As long as you protect yourself and, nothing crazy, we good. 17th and else says women make money now. There's no reason for men to be a provider no more. Well, here's the thing. Women make money, but are they good with holding the money? And I'm going to just say this right now. Women got money, but guess what? You made a chick who makes $100K. She still wants your money. She needs extra money. Trust me. A woman never has enough money, bro. More contentious media says, nah, I just don't date monogamous men, so I don't have an issue with being dick down right. Cut the fuck up. Okay. I hear you. 17. But yeah, all right, okay. All right. I guess you kind of basically agreeing. 17 says, what satisfies her one day, one tomorrow. Also, the best ninja is the next to these bras these days. Hey, sometimes the new ninja ain't even a new ninja. You just didn't know, ninja. Sometimes that dude was already in picture. Sometimes, her and the dude fell out because, she found out about her baby daddy or the nigga put her on ice. And guess what? As soon as he pop him and say, hey, baby, you and her relationship done, nigga. More contentious media says 17 to know that's because they ain't getting good dick. All right. Like I said, look, I just kind of feel like, yo, man, you could give a girl good dick, and guess what? Somebody else is just gonna tickle her fancy some other way, man. Somebody else is gonna come with some money. Some dude's gonna come with some like listening. He gonna listen. You know, he gonna say he can eat her poom poom. Man, look, women are friends. Look, like you said, Morphine, women are not monogamous either. And guess what? They're gonna want to go do their thing as well, man. That's all. More contentious media says good dick goes a long way. I'm just saying, oh, trust me, I know it goes a long way. Because you know what? I never used to be the type of dude who used to give a woman money. I used to be the type of dude who used to be big on like not really giving women money. I changed my mind about that over the years. But I used to be that type of dude who never used to like to give a chick money. So I had to come with good dick. Like, you know. Now, 17th says, I learned after many years that it is best to get that work without knowing the girl, and she'll like you more. Hey, hey. I believe they say I learned after many years that it is best to get the work without knowing the girl, and she'll be like you more. Oh, facts. Well, hey, mystery, you know, butterflies, bro. No doubt. 17 says, get the next ninja's money. Mm-hmm. She says, new being, not you at the time. Man, she said that part misses way to the words on my mouth. Good dick go a long way, fellas. It do. Trust me, it do. But guess what? Not all my look. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't over here, you know, judging people's Peter Weeder, bruh. But you know, from word on the street is not everybody, you know, everybody got good dick. So, you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep that in mind. And look, I'm gonna just say y'all this much, y'all. I'm gonna just say this much, y'all. From what I've been told by women, I heard I've been got good D, and guess what? That don't mean that she still won't cheat. That don't mean that she still won't see if another dude has some good D. Matter of fact, I need to get a little. I ain't gonna do that little fresh and fit little dreamland. Go back into time. I'm gonna have to come up with my own little ringtone. But we're gonna go back to one of my old stories.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
Where I sound up out of here. So yo, check this out. One time, I was dealing with this chick, right? And you know, I met her. I think I met her through like on the dark side, okay? Like I met her on some type of like dark side type shit, like one of those like type of little freak groups, right? Like one of those little group track freak groups or something like that. But it was like a long time ago. Probably, I would say now I think about it, that had to be at least almost 9 years ago. Long story short is, I met this chick, right? So, we end up I end up going to her house or whatever, and long story short, we end up smashing. And the chick, she kind of act like she kind of liked me, right? Like the way I could tell that she kind of liked me. You can kind of tell when she kind of fuck with you, she kind of like you, right? And I can honestly say that yes, she actually liked me. But yo, you know what's crazy? What's crazy is she ended up fucking with this. She ended up basically fucking the homie, right? I didn't know that she fucked the homie, but she, I guess, maybe found out and figured this. She told me, for some reason, she told me that she smashed dude, right? But mind you, she was my girlfriend anyway, so I chopped it up like, okay, bitch, well, just know this, just know. Well, I mean, first off, I met you on the dark side anyway, but it was like, okay, well, look, if anything made sure that we and you wasn't going to get that far, was definitely the fact that you went to fuck somebody I know, right? So mind you, I'm just listening to her story. But mind you, you know why she actually told me? The only reason why a woman tells you that she slept with another man is because she don't want you to hear from that other man. Come to find out, Mom, this dude who I thought was my homeboy was hating on me on the low. Like the bitch was basically telling me that he was basically in her guts, asking her if he fucked her better than me. Do you believe that, y'all? This dude actually fucking said this shit to this bitch, bro.
It's that real shit, yo.
Bro.
butterfly in the sky. Come on. I can go twice as high. Let's get it on. Take a look. Nigga. My nigga.
Tripping, bro.
You think it's a game?
You don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious.
This is a sick Negro.
This ninja was asking another bitch about what was going on with me and her in the bedroom, bruh. What the fuck, bruh?
Oh. Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read
You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
Bruh. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. That's why I roll solo, bruh. Man, these ninjas is gay out here, cuz.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
These ninjas out here gay, cuz. JJ Diesel says a lot of women like their vacuum cleaner with no bags when it comes to money. They just blow like it's dust.
You have cooned so bad.
17 says they will tell you ain't good when she mad.
In the
You leave her alone for a while,
to the
she'll come
word
back
coon.
and ain't giving her nothing. She'll come back to get that D again.
The Dr. Papa Mental Health Hospital for coons.
This ninja, bro. JJ Diesel said I extra get back in life, but I rejected them like bad produce. I truly moved on. Facts. More contentious media said, I'm gonna say this and let y'all go. Only 30% of women get off on penetration, 30% motherfuckers, fellas. Good sex will go a long way. It's math. Right, but man, look, here's the thing. For men to be good at it, they gotta have the opportunity to be good at it. And biology plays a lot into it, that and experience. You know what I'm saying? Fellas, look, hey, it is what it is, bro. Just make sure y'all get yours. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you give her a little bread, you know what I'm saying? Because trust me, trust me, even if she don't even bust 70% of the time, she's still getting 100% more than you get out of a relationship than the other way around. 17th and says you have her howling at the moon and she will still be looking for more D. I have several in the chamber, including you. I don't want monogamous and I haven't been in years. Now, more percentage says that's crazy. Sex will keep nobody faithful. What I say is bitches. What I say is bitches be lying. LOL. Well, I'm gonna say this much right now. You know what's ironic too? Was if that chick that went and smashed my homeboy, if she was really satisfied, why didn't she just continue on and keep on fucking him, bro? And you know what I'm saying? At that point, she just kept on fucking him. I mean, because that's what. Let's not act like hoes ain't did that before. That's me. A lot of times that these girls, when you break up with a girl and you don't know why y'all broke up, most of the time y'all broke up because a new ninja came around or the nigga that she used to fuck with came back around. You know? So, but it's just like these niggas is weirdos, bro. Now, 17 else says all I gotta say is I ain't paying no bills. He's saying I ain't paying bills or paying no bills or buying hardly nothing, but they come back to get this D, so I must be doing something right. But they do what they do. Facts. Well, here's the flip side to it. It's like, okay, yeah, you're giving them the D, and here's the thing. As long as you're willing to deal with that, the only thing is I tend to notice that even when you give them good D, it tends to be a revolving door, you know what I'm saying? It tends to be a revolving door, and then sometimes they drop off because they get serious with somebody or they find somebody else who they want to be in a relationship with or willing to get in a relationship. I mean, I guess it's all par for the course. You feel me? Now, J Flo says, I try to hit that bottom, Jam City. Yeah, man. But like I said, man, you can hit that bottom and these hoes, look, people might not understand. Look, I can say this much. Yo, just like men like some good pussy, that don't mean just because a woman has good pussy, that means that we don't want nobody else's good pussy. You could try out some pussy. And that's another too. Just because you got some good dick, that don't mean a dick won't try out your homeboy's dick or try out the next man's dick. Hey, women are just as curious about, men's anatomy as much as men's, curious about their anatomy. He says, try to hit that bottom. Jam City.
that all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
JJ Diesel, he says, I heard a lot of prostitutes are struggling these days, especially the old ones, LOL. The reason why is because the market is getting saturated, man. The economy is bad after C-19. The economy is bad. You know, we had, you know, a whole, technically a recession. People don't, you know, they want to be technical and say it's not a recession, but shit was bad in the last 5 years. And the market is oversaturated because guess what? Other women that want to jump, like women who never used to do that want to go sell puss now. 17 and 0 says, I know that. I'm always under the assumption that she got 5 ninjas in the rotation. He also says, I know females that will always keep ninjas around. J Flow like LOL. JD Jesus says, around seriously, read escalated 7-26 to 728 and the Revelation 2:20 to 23. Then 17 and 0 says, once again, I know how the game go and I am not mad or a hater about it. Hey, that's what's up. He said the game don't wait for nobody. It don't. You know what I'm saying? Shit, the life don't wait for nobody. Life do not wait for nobody. That's why, you know what I'm saying, sometimes, you know, as much as I like my job, you know, my job is a cool job or whatever, but, you know, I can honestly say that, you know, I definitely need more out of life, you know, and shit, you know, and every day is a work in progress, you know what I'm saying, you know, shit. So, you know, but just because you might be playing by somebody's rules don't mean you can't improvise, right? Because, hey, you only got one life to live. Now, yo, man, we were on for 2 hours and 21 minutes, man. Yo, once again, yo, it is Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Yo, it's Cali West. I'm out of here. I appreciate y'all, man. I had fun, y'all. I'm gone.